Hello, everybody. I haven't done a review in a good minute, but I figured, you know what? I should go back and review a game that I really wanted to kind of talk about real briefly. As you can see, I've played Warhammer 40k Boltgun and completed it to its entirety. And it only has 3 levels, or 3 chapters. But it doesn't really need much more than that because the game has some beautiful complexity. I'm going to real quickly just show you the individual guns here. Launch this mission. And while the first song here playing, this is not really representative of what the actual in-game music is like. Once you're actually in it, it turns pretty grandiose and more appropriate. Alright, so right here we have a couple of the grenades. That's your cracking grenade, that's your frag grenade, and if you are playing on gamepad, you have the controls right there you see on the bottom right. Shows you my grenades. Press B, you got a really powerful dash. I just ran over some of the ammo. This is for the grav cannon. This is for the vengeance launcher. Heavy bolter, plasma gun, shotgun, and normal bolt gun. Come up here, grab shotgun. As you can see, nice little art. And you have your little servitor up there telling you stuff. Okay, let's go one by one. This is your plasma gun. Pretty good for taking... Oh, interesting. I thought that would only turn on one at a time, or one side at a time. This is your plasma gun. Has a little bit of an AoE. It's pretty strong. There's something called the Blessing of the Omniscile, which pretty much buffs all the effects of the individual guns. So this pretty much becomes a stronger, like, impact-based explosive weapon. Your Vengeance Launcher, which is your, little mine-laying gun. Melter, which is a more powerful shotgun. Has a little bit, you see there? Literally melts anything in front of it. Very, very powerful. Personal favorite for Blessing of the Omniscile, the buff. Just literally lays down an entire stream of bullets. Your Volkit Cavalier. It's just a las gun. Causes your enemies to literally explode when you kill them with it. And perhaps the most powerful gun in the game, the grav cannon. Absolutely melts everything. You hit them with that, they are going to die very, very quickly. It is a boss killer weapon. There's also secrets hidden throughout the map. Ammo, some to give you buffs, some to give you armor, health, all that good stuff. Of course, they have environmentals. So it's overall a very simply designed game with a lot of options inside of it. In each layer of it gets progressively more complex. I don't really want to give away anything, so I'm not going to show too much, but I'm just going to put a little bit of gameplay in here. Personally, I think that this game has just about everything you need in it to be a Warhammer game. You have a lot of very good mobility. You have sprinting. You have all the lore accurate, like, level design and characters. Ooh. Gotta be careful there. You got a chainsword. And you can shoulder check people, so, heretic gets in the way, no problem. Just frickin' wipe them out. And right there. That right there was a health pool. Oh. Yep, right there. See? Super quick. Oh yes, I forgot about this. I will show you a little bit more advanced mobility tricks in a moment. Am I crazy? I am crazy. There's the door. Yeah, there it is. See? Like, they have the right amount of pomp and flair. Oh, also, you can ground pound people. Landing on some enemies will kill them. You can use that to destroy demons. I don't think that's really much of a spoiler because, I mean, you see Chaos Cultists, anyone that's familiar with Warhammer 40k knows, oh yeah, there's going to be demons. Yep, I did a little bit right there, but... There we go. Super easy, super quick. And then you just gotta come back normally to whatever door was glowing previously. And there you go. So, right here, I just want to point out, this runs very similar to the old school, like, Dooms. I'm talking like 1994, 1996 Dooms. Like, it very much pays homage to the old Doom, and also has, like, all the requirements for a Warhammer game. Honestly, part of me would wonder, what if the old Doom was turned into Warhammer with a little bit of a modernized flair to it? That's pretty much what it would look like. This is the modernized Doom in my mind. And... Also, you have a little bit of iframes when you pop them. And that's how you use your grenades. As you can see, pretty big AoE. Some of the grenades, this one is particularly good against, like, your large crowds. And then when you go to this one, this is the one that's good. The Kraken grenade, if I remember correctly, is the one you want to use against, like, the heavily armored foes. But honestly, like, you end up with so many grenades, you're better off just using them. Now, there is one grenade that you don't see here right now. As you can see that there's... There we go. See? Just like that. There is the Void grenade, which is a very, very strong anti-boss weapon. Also, enemies... There we go. Okay, now I'm going to do something right here because the audio is just so loud. While I do particularly enjoy it, it just gets so freaking loud sometimes. I can't hear myself think. And it becomes very difficult to, you know, talk and play at the same time. So, what I recommend is lowering the volume at the start. I had already lowered the volume some degree, before I had started streaming. But, okay, there we go. Grenade. See? There we go. Easy solution. And that gives me increased damage, so... There you go. That's simple. And now Blessing of the Omnissiah, so that's what I was talking about. It just gives you a little bit higher damage or upgrades whatever effects the gun has. So like with the bolter, it kind of, or the heavy bolter, it becomes more of like a AoE chain gun that just melts everything. Ah, yes, this side. Come up here. And as you saw right there, showed a little bit of the mantling. So with how mobile you are, you can quite literally find yourself jumping across entire ends of factories just with your own power. No jetpack, and they do have jetpacks in this. But they tend to be more fixed point kind of things that you're using. Oh, and there was... You saw that right there. That was someone using a plas gun. Come on. Suffer neither the heretic nor the Xeno. Go. As you can see here, Nurgle is one of the Chaos Gods we're going to be dealing with. Though, you know, I imagine a good number of people don't remember the Plague Toads, but I do have to admit, they are a nice touch here. And also, you may notice when the name pops up of the enemies on the top of the screen, oh, yes, another upgrade here. So, gives you specialty ammos, which upgrade your bolt gun. This particular one only affects your bolt gun, but, still a nice touch. This is the Kraken rounds. And I entirely just read that from the bottom side of the screen. I do not know Warhammer well enough to be able to tell you all the different types of upgrades you can give simply off the top of my head. Or off the top of my head. Jeez, I speak English, I swear. Type of my head. What type of head do I have? And you can see, like, when you get multiple guns, saving this buff would become something you'd really want to use for, like, dealing with hordes of demons and stuff. It's not something you would just let loose willy-nilly like this. But yeah, it's a beautiful little game. They got everything... Oh. You know what? I'm going to show you something here. And that's how you parkour. And I didn't even do that perfectly. See, like, you have to jump from pretty big height to really get that drop the way I was talking. Like, you have to fall. But, when you get good, you start nailing those kind of things all the time. But every gun has a level. And, like, the Blessing of the Omnissiah does up the level of your gun just a little bit. So, like, if you put it on a weapon that is normally a 4, like the Boltgun, it becomes a 5. And so on. So, if you meet the level of the enemy, you do 100% damage, if I remember correctly. If you exceed it, they have reductions to that type of damage. And then, of course, if you're under it, they get increased reduction. So, there you go. And that is your Warhammer 40k Boltgun. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.